We might all be finding ourselves with a lot more time on our hands. So here are 5 books that you should read if we wake up tomorrow and find out that we have a lot more time on our hands than we did before. All the Centers Way by S.A. Cosby was my #1 book of 2024. This book literally changed my life, my perspective. I love it more than anything. This book is phenomenal. The main character in the story is a Black man named Titus, who is the first Black sheriff in his small town in Virginia. This community means a lot to him. He grew up here. His mother is buried here. His father is still here. This community is everything to him. A tragic event leads to another tragic event, which leads him to discover that there is actually a serial killer killing Black and brown children in his town. He is in a race against time to find this person before he hurts anyone else. Absolutely phenomenal, must read. The Woman Who Lied by Claire Douglas is an absolutely phenomenal mystery about a woman who's an author. She writes these detective mysteries, and one day all the things that happen in her book start to happen to her personally, including things that are only written in the last book, which is not published yet. She knows that someone close to her has read this manuscript and is doing this to mess with her. But who is it and why? Long Time Gone by Charlie Donnelly is about a girl named Sloane who is studying to be a medical examiner. And one of the projects that she is assigned is to learn more about genealogy, specifically forensic genealogy. Think like how the Golden State Killer was caught. They used his DNA to match to a relative to track him down. She meets with the genealogist and he tells her that the best way for her to learn about this is to do it by submitting her DNA and finding her relatives. Sloane is adopted and has always known that she was adopted, so she knows that she could open up a can of worms with this. But she does, and then they learn that she is actually a missing child from 30 years prior. She goes on a journey of self-discovery to find out who her actual family is and what happened to them, because her parents and herself went missing 30 years ago. The Good Daughter by Karen Slaughter is absolutely phenomenal, but check your trigger warnings because this is Karen Slaughter. At the center of the story are 2 estranged sisters who survived horrible tragedy when they were younger, which left them emotionally and physically scarred and their mother unalived. They both grew up and became lawyers like their dad, but one of them moved away, and one of them is still at the law firm with her dad working with him. In a wrong place, wrong time situation, she becomes involved in a very bad situation. And the more they investigate what's going on now, the more they realize it ties to the past. This is my favorite Karen Slaughter book, and it is brutal, but it is incredible. And on the total opposite end of the spectrum, if you are looking for some escapism and something to make you laugh and feel good feelings, Funny Story by Emily Henry is phenomenal. Our 2 main characters were just broken up with by their prospective partners. Their partners want to date each other. So his girlfriend and her fiance break up with them, and then they start dating. She moves in with him because she needs a place to stay and he now needs a roommate. One night they go out and they get really drunk and they decide that it would be a really fun, funny idea when they see the wedding invitation from their exes to tell them that they will be attending the wedding as each other's dates. If you guys can date, so can we. While they are fake dating, they become real friends and they open up to each other in a really special and unique way. This book made me laugh, it made me cry, it gave me all of the feelings, and I cannot wait for her next book that comes out in April.